Hey guys, what's happening? It's your buddy Roodslay here. I'm gonna venture into a Legacy League today with Worldgorger combo. And I know it's been a little bit since we've run a video, but a lot has happened since the last time that we uploaded our last video. We actually managed to take the Legacy Challenge down last Saturday, I believe. And we actually split the finals with Magicdads, which was super exciting. It was a double mirror match. Let me pull up the list. There it is. So this was the list that we took down the challenge with. And yeah, this is basically Sai's list that he's been innovating. I also have been dabbling with it a little bit, more so the Gambit version, but this was the show version. And yeah, so we split the finals with Magicdads, who was also on Turbo Reanimator. He was on more of pretty much the same build, but he wasn't playing with spoils in the board. He was running Fairy Macabre. And yeah, so we're going to run a league today, actually with Worldgorger combo, which I am super excited about. This is a deck that is very dear to my heart. I have not played a lot of it lately. And yeah, I'm going to do a quick deck tech before we jump in. So game one, we're just mono black Reanimator. We have our 12 animation spells. We have the 4 Reanimates, 4 Animate Dead, and 4 Dance of the Dead. And the reason that you play with Dance of the Dead in this build is so when you enchant your Worldgorger Dragon, you can combo off essentially via Underground Mortuary, milling our whole deck and comboing out. And we have Fast Mana, Dark Ritual, Lotus Petals. We got the Entombs, of course. And I want to talk about this card, because this is kind of a new one. But Arbiter of Woe, so when it enters the battlefield, each opponent discards a card and loses 2 life. You draw a card and gain 2 life. So, the reason that you play one of these over the 3rd Archon of Cruelty in the main is, let's say your opponent plays either Veil of Summer or One Ring, something to give them protection. Essentially what you can do is you can bring back Worldgorger Dragon and use the Mortuary actually to keep surveilling your deck until you find your Arbiter of Woe. Then, what you can do is once you dredge Arbiter of Woe, you could stack either a Dance of the Dead or an Animate Dead on top of your deck with the Surveil on each ETB loop. And then essentially what will happen is your Arbiter will be in the graveyard, your Dance or your Animate will be on top of your deck. And when Worldgorger loop happens, you just bring back your Arbiter instead of Worldgorger, and then you draw either your Dance of the Dead or your Animate Dead with Arbiter's ETB effect of drawing a card. Then, since you obviously have infinite mana, you then use your animation effect to bring back the Worldgorger, which will then loop Arbiter, and it'll drain them infinitely through their One Ring or Veil of Summer. So that's why this kind of out-of-place card is in the list, essentially. And we're running our Chain of Smog pivot, our trusty, reliable pivot that has just done so much damage for us on the channel. I can't say enough about how good this pivot is. And today we're actually going to try out 4 dresses, 1 in the main and 3 in the board. I think this card gives us a lot of play, especially against combo decks. Blue-Black Reanimator it's pretty good against too. And yeah, so this is the list. I hope you guys really like it, and let's see how we do. Alright guys, round 1. Opponent's last seen deck was Mystic Forge combo. And yeah, this looks like a pretty clean win, so we will keep. This is just turn 1, possibly double protected, but so I think here we're just going to pitch the Ritual. So they have Petal, Kozilek's Command, Karn, Fleshraker. So worst case scenario, let's assume that they rip Monolith off the top. I think I'm just going to take the Lotus Petal here and try to slow them down a little bit. Right. And let's make a Gristlebrand. This is a good way to start the video. We found our dress. Alright, so we can't do the thing this turn, but next turn we should be able to kill them. So I think we just take Kozilek's Command here. Next turn, we're threatening lethal. Next turn, we'll be able to animate the Worldgorger Dragon. And they should be dead. Alright, and they have scooped up game 1. We are on to game 2. You'd love to see it. I think it's just a full 15 pivot here. Let's take a look at their list to see if they're on ley lines. Looks like they're playing Fairy and Dismembers. Okay. It's interesting. Dress is actually quite strong against them. I don't think I actually need a Traxa in this matchup. Let's try something like this. Seems fine. Is Archon actually ever going to beat them? I don't think so. They play Karn and One Ring. So maybe I just play these two creatures. His hand needs a land, but I think it's acceptable. Alright, so opponent has turn 1 Monolith with a key. Well, that's bad news for us. Wow, turn 1 Mystic Forge, okay. There's the land. I think what we want to do here is we just want to unmask them. Pitch the Therapy? Or is it the Animate Dead? Probably just the Animate Dead. Alright, so we get Fairy. Now we're just going to pass. Monolith's fine. That is less fine. Alright. Let's see what they get. Tormod's Crypt, okay. So I think the play here is to spoils. I think we just spoil for Witherbloom and then hope to draw the Dark Ritual. Alright, it was top card. Now we need a Dark Ritual here. Did not find it. Let's see, they have 3, 4, 5, 6. Go down to 5, 8. So they have probably dead here. But I guess we just play out the Witherbloom here. But I think we're dead. They're gonna be able to lattice us and make a guy, so. Yep, and there's the lattice. Alright, we can go to game 3. That's fine. Yeah, I just don't think we were beating that draw. That draw was really fast. I mean, our hand was good. We just needed an extra turn. I think I'm just gonna run it back here. I will keep this. Unfortunately, not a turn 1 protected. Not a turn 1 protected. If they have Fairy, I'm kind of in trouble by keeping this, but probably just lead on Duress here, I think. Oh boy. Alright, well, part of me wants to take Key, because if they draw Monolith, actually they can't play Monolith no matter what. So maybe I actually am just supposed to take one of these bombs, probably the One Ring. Okay. Let's see what we find here. Dress actually can stay on top. I just realized I should not have played that Mortuary, but that's okay. Alright, let's make an Atraxa. These are definitely some good cards, so we get Entomb, Reanimate, Petal, Land? I could take Chain of Smog. Does that matter? No. I could just get a Cabal Therapy to hit the Karn. So, let's think this through. I think getting Cabal Therapy here might just be right over Gristlebrand. Because I can take Karn out of their hand and then refill my hand anyway. So assume they drew Grim Monolith for turn. I can just win next turn if I get Gristlebrand here, so it's a tough decision, actually. I think I am actually just going to go for the win next turn. Okay. I've convinced myself. I was going to go for Therapy there and Therapy their Karn, but I don't think I'm overly scared of Karn in this spot. Their draws would have had to have been exactly Grim Monolith One Ring for me to get punished with this line. All right. And it looks like we have won round one. We didn't get to do the Worldgorger thing, but that's okay. We still have 4 more rounds to go. See you guys for round 2. All right, round 2. Opponent's only match history is Dimir Reanimator. Oh man, if this hand had like a Reanimate in it, I would probably keep it. But I think I gotta mull this. This hand is also quite bad. I can't keep this. There's just no way. Alright, well, this is... I'm just gonna keep this and do this, I guess. Hope to spike. Not great. Kind of had a feeling I was going to get Thoughtseize, which is why I was contemplating keeping that 7. Obviously, the 7 didn't do anything, but just keeping any 7 if you know your hand's about to get shredded is sometimes pretty decent. Alright, so we drew a Dark Ritual. No play from them, interesting. I mean, I think I'm supposed to go for it here. They just let that go, interesting. Alright, well, I mean, if they have force, I'm cooked, but on a mulligan to 5, I think I have to just press the issue here. I don't really think it matters what I get. If they have force with a reanimation spell, I think I'm pretty cooked here. So I'll just get Gristlebrand. I guess there's a reason to play this Dark Ritual. Yeah. Because if they have Brazen Borrower, this won't stop me. Brainstorm, sure. Because, like, if they had Brazen Borrower here, then it makes sense to play the other Dark Ritual. Another brainstorm, yeah. Okay. So they're digging one card deeper. And they scooped it up. Wow. Wow, we got there. On a mulligan to 5, getting turn 1 Thoughtseize. Crazy. I mean, I'll take it. I will certainly take it. This card is quite strong here. I think we're just going to try something like this. Seems reasonable. I will keep my hand. It has spells. Honor's fine. Unfortunately, I can only get Archon with this Entomb. And they did not shuffle. Let's see if they want to let a Dark Ritual resolve. If they force this, I'm completely happy with that. Alright. I would like to dress you. Days Force Negation. So they didn't value countering the ritual. Fair enough. Alright. And yeah, they've conceded. We had the turn 1 win with Duress. Duress looking really strong here, guys. And we are 2-0. See you for round 3. Alright, round 3. Opponent's last seen deck was some kind of Tainted Pack combo. And man, there's a lot that can go wrong keeping a hand like this. Like, if they have any counterspell, I'm kind of cooked. Or Wasteland. Don't really like this hand. So we go Bayou Pass. Maybe upkeep the Entomb, but even that's kind of risky. This hand needs a land. I think I'm going to mulligan this. Alright, this hand's not great either, but I am going to keep it. Bottom one of the petals. Let's unmask them, see what they're on here. Oh, wow. So they are on Tainted Pack. It's interesting. I think Spell Snare is the card that I want to take here. What does this do? Top 4 cards. Oh, that's cool. Misdirection's a little annoying for Cabal Therapy, but I think I want to just take Spell Snare here. Alright, let's Surveil. Would have been that. I really don't want to have myself get thought seized. Let's see if they want to therapy this. No, they do not. Um, I'm just gonna take the uncovered clues. They drew Spell Pierce. Wow. Okay. Good to know. And this matchup, believe it or not, is actually quite hard. It's a matchup that you'll literally never ever see, but when you do, you cringe because Cabal Therapy is just so bad. They left whatever card that was on top of their deck. Oh, let's upkeep this. They want to Spell Pierce me, they're more than welcome to. So we know about Sudden Edict. I think I'm still just gonna get Gristlebrand. Do we know about that one? Sunken Ruins. I don't think we did. Alright, well. Let's make a Gristlebrand. Or attempt to. Brain Surge. Okay. It's unfortunate. Alright, we're in there. Awesome. I think I just thought seized myself here. Then I'm just gonna bring back the Atraxa. Alright, and they're off it. They're like, I am out of here. Alright, well, thank God we're playing Dresses today because this card absolutely is coming out. All one-ofs in their deck. Cabal Therapy might actually just be the worst card ever in this matchup. I think we just do it like this. Seems fine. Really no way to know what cards are going to be in their hand. Really glad that we got game one. Yeah. I can get behind this hand. It's got Disruption. It's got a path to comboing. Thoughtseize, sure. Take a peek. Just take Reanimate, sure. I think I'm just going to lead on Duress here. They have that clues card again. I think I'm supposed to take the spell snare though. There's a Tamiyo. Alright, so we need any mana source. That actually does it. So I know their hand is clues, sink in the super, and one unknown. I'm gonna have 5 mana. Alright. So I don't necessarily have to Thoughtseize here. I could just spoils for a Lotus Petal. I think I like doing that first. Alright, cool. So I hit the Lotus Petal. Now we just get to Thoughtseize and kill them here. I'll just take Spell Pierce. Alright, guys. We are 3-0 in the Legacy League. You'd love to see it. We'll see you for round 4. Alright, round 4. Opponent's last played game was 4 years ago, so I have no idea what they're on. This hand, however, is a pretty easy mulligan. Oh, man. Am I supposed to just, like, put back the Bayou and try to spike off one of these 2 Surveils? Okay. I'm gonna lead on the Bloodstain only because if they are on a Reanimate deck, I don't want to lead on the Mortuary if I have to spike. Basic Island, so they could be a lot of different decks here. Spin the Bayou. Tomb's a good one. We'll leave that on top. And we'll pass here. Thunder Trap, sure. Brainstorm's a pretty good card. Let's lead on Cabal Therapy and see what they want to do. Force a Will, pitch Ponder, so we know... We know one of their cards in their hand. So they could have another Force, but I don't think we're supposed to wait here. Alright. Passing Tomb. Alright, well... They had double Force of Will. Sure. I mean, they needed to have exactly double Force of Will there to stop that turn, so they had it though. Fair enough, opponent. So I'm looking for basically just another Entomb here. I could unmask myself. Not going to, though. I'm going to try to be a little patient. I have a lot of draws here that get me out of this. Tameo's fine. Alright, so now I think I have to bring back my Arbiter, which is kind of funny. Minor misstep. Wow. Fascinating. Alright, well, I'm just going to reanimate it. Yeah, so they discarded another another piece of counter magic. This deck has a lot of counter magic. I don't think this is getting any better for me if I wait, so I'm just going to attack. I'll let them attack with the Tameo, it's fine. Undertrap Trainer's really, really bad for me. They are brainstorming. Interesting. If they don't find exactly Plow, they're not going to be able to stop this. Alright, well, let's Thoughtseize. Take the Force. I think attacking them might be a little foolish. Let's attack the Tameo. I think it's just the better play, I really do. They ended up having the brainstorm anyway, but Tamiya would have been able to get back any card in their discard pile. I don't know. It would have been a little risky, I think. Ball therapy. Okay. Dress down. It's interesting. Alright, let's therapy. I just named like Ponder here, honestly. I could name Flame of Venur, but there's no way they have that card in their hand. I will just name Ponder. Snapcaster Mage. Okay. Another brainstorm. Alright, let's unmask. Let's force whatever card they have. Alright. They're at 2? Okay. Oh no, do they play Mystic Sanctuary? Okay, phew. They do not. Did Arbiter get there? I hope so. Hmm. What card could they have in their hand here? Oh, Dress Down. Yeah, that's a good one. There's a Ponder. And they decline to use the ability. There's the Plow. Unfortunate. Well, I still get to attempt to win here. Whew! We got there, guys. You love to see it. That was a hard-fought game. Against this deck, I definitely want as much discard as I possibly can have here. Hmm. I'm gonna try something like this. Seems fine. If you wanted to make the argument that you're supposed to leave in Dance of the Dead over Reanimate for minor misstep, I could see that. This hand is so funny. I'm gonna keep this for science. I don't think this hand is very good, but Thoughtseize is a good one. Let's lead on therapy here. Because if they do have the misstep, I want them to therapy this, not my Thoughtseize. Brainstorm's fine. I'll probably just name Plow. Because they're probably going to figure I'm going to name Force of Will, so I'm not going to name that. They're just forcing it, though. Okay. I'm actually okay with that. Cameo's fine. I think I spoils for Dark Ritual here. Wow, we're down to 5? Yikes. Force of Will and a Flame of Endure they cannot cast. Oh, let's take Force of Will. Alright. And we have officially won round 4 with Chain of Smog. You love to see it, guys. Alright, GG's opponent. Guys, we are 4-0, going for the trophy. Let's see if we could do it. See you for the final match. Alright, guys, final round. We are up against, looks like Black-Red Scam. And yeah, I'm going to keep this. This makes a turn 1 Gristlebrand. Very good if he's not on a blue deck. I mean, to be fair, guys, like, I would keep this hand in the blind no matter what anyway. Alright, So we got a G-Band. We get to see what he's up to over there. You may cast cards using its warp ability. It's pretty cool. I think I'm just gonna take the bauble here. If I draw again, I could, in theory, die to lightning bolt. I do not want to do that. Took my dark ritual, which is understandable. Alright, can we do the thing here? Is there a way? If I reanimate Worldgorger, that could kill him. Only problem is I can't bin the Worldgorger. Let's entomb and see what our options are here. I think I just play this safe. Take the Cabal Therapy. Yeah, take the therapy here. Alright, let's see if next turn they let us do the thing. See what he takes here. The clear take here is Animate Dead, but that might not be clear to them. Or Dance of the Dead, I mean. Alright, let's see if we could do the thing. I've been waiting. You guys have been waiting. Alright, let's Thoughtseize. Get Lightning Bolt out of here. Bring back Worldgorger. Now Worldgorger gets to do the thing. This is a Worldgorger video. So we bring back the Arbiter and Worldgorger. I want the Animate Dead to happen first. So they lose 2 and we gain 2. Alright, GG. We have gotten a Worldgorger dub in our Worldgorger video. Love to see it. I think I'm definitely interested in smogging. Let's take a look at what kind of graveyard hate they're on. Let's take a look. Looks like surgical extraction. Okay. They do have a spell bomb. Doesn't look like they played Dothy Voidwalker. Alright. So, I think I want multiple duresses here. I'll do something like that. Seems fine. His hand seems quite strong. I will keep. Thoughtseize. Understood. Took my Entomb, which I think is the correct take there. Question now is, do I want to... I could Spoils for Entomb, because I have Animate Dead. Alright, let's see what's on top of our deck. Witherbloom Apprentice. I'll keep that one on top. Ball Therapy is fine. Unmask, interesting. One land, okay. Alright, well, play my first Witherbloom. Is this a cutter? Molten Collapse, okay. Hmm. If they have surgical, and I don't just play out Witherbloom, I'm kind of screwed if I try to animate dead it. I think it's correct to play it out, in case they have surgical. They could have another piece of removal, but I just have to play the cards that I have. Sure. Oh, let's reanimate. Yeah, I mean, they had the surgical. It's what they needed. 5 pieces of interaction against me is, like, pretty good. Alright, let's grab Entomb. Oh, wow, I died. Alright. Touche. I think I just run it back. Their hand that game is just, like, kind of unbeatable. They had double discard, double removal, plus surgical there for me. It's possible I'm not actually supposed to be on the Witherbloom combo here. Yes, this is good. I will keep. Just supposed to pitch Chain of Smog here. Think so. Could be spoils too, though. Sheesh. Alright, there's another Goyf. We will Entomb. Um, I get Gristlebrand, I go to 5. We know they have Molten Collapse. I think I just get a Traxa. Alright, let's reanimate. Let's see, Delta. Entomb. Reanimate. Witherbloom. So now I also just get Archon of Cruelty. Alright, let's make an Archon. Question now is... Oh, they can't actually kill me with a Lightning Bolt top deck, so I just take Collapse here. Oh, wait! No! No, they can! I think I just might have punted. Hopefully they didn't rip the Bolt. Shieldred's Edict. Okay. Alright, I feel better about drawing that Chain of Smog. Alright, guys. Hey, we got there. We got the clean 5-0 with Worldgorger combo. You'd love to see it. There it is. You'd love to see it. So, how'd we feel about this list? I mean, I gotta tell you, I was very impressed with Dress in this league. That card overperformed, in my opinion. There were many, many critical spots where having access to 3 or 4 Dresses post-board kind of saved us, to be totally honest with you. And obviously the chain combo is excellent, like it always is. And yeah, this deck just felt really strong. I hope you guys really like the league. And hey, we'll see you next time.